Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, what we've got to talk about tonight is a little bit of a sour grape. This is kind of like when you were expecting a sweet dessert, you kind of got like a sour bite of an apple or something like that. I don't know. Insert analogy here. Either way, it's not a good look. For the Constitutional Carry Saga of 2022, we had amazing victories across the board. And unfortunately, we lost Nebraska at the end. This was on the goal line and they fumbled it. It was on the last vote. All they had to do was get it across the board. The exact same piece of legislation that they passed previously did not pass cloture to get out of committee, to get onto the floor, and it did not pass. It is officially a no-go for this session. Now, that's the bad news. The good news is that just gives us something to look forward to next year, because we are only building on this momentum as we continue to expand our rights and pass the blessing of the Second Amendment along to the next generation. On a happier note, that sweet dessert we were expecting, Georgia became officially the 25th state in the United States to become constitutional carry. Governor Kemp signed it into law today. So we've got some sweet, we've got some sour. We're like a Sour Patch Kid up in here. I'm going to show you a few things. Everything's linked in the description box below. And then we are going to walk you through kind of the overall scorecard of where we landed. Georgia, Governor Kemp signs constitutional carry. Now, it was today. This was a couple hours ago. Today, Governor Brian Kemp signs Senate Bill 319, constitutional carry into law. Georgia is now the 25th constitutional carry state and the 4th to join the group in 2022. Like I said, this is just putting paper to what we knew was going to happen already. Half of the country now recognizes the right of law-abiding adults who is legally allowed to carry a concealed firearm to do so without first having to obtain government permission. This ensures that citizens have the right to self-defense without government red tape or delays. Constitutional carry goes into effect immediately. So that is amazing. We are officially locked, signed, sealed, delivered, 25 states, 50% mark. An incredible achievement this year. Now, let me show you what happened in Nebraska, because this kind of sucks. So LB 773, like I said, this was in select file. This was on the last step of this process, and it fumbled at the end. They couldn't get it out of cloture. So as you can see here, Brewer M0231 invoked cloture pursuant to Rule 7, Section 10 filed. Well, it was filed to get it out, okay? Well, here's what it actually looks like. Motion LB 773, it actually failed. So, it failed by 2 votes, and I kind of almost hear you guys screaming through the camera, what happened? It already passed, nothing changed. Exactly. So you had the first pass that went through, and it became passed going through the executive register. Then it was going to go to the select file and basically either become law or not. Something happened between the first time it passed and the second time it was invoked through cloture, where that did not hold the same vote tallies. They missed by 2 votes. I'm not going to rat anybody out. I'm not going to put anybody out as the villain here. I'm just going to say this is really disappointing because you had it on the goal line. The last week of the legislative session for this year, and all you had to do was get it to the floor, and you couldn't. You couldn't even get it out of cloture. So something happened between individual representatives there that they lost 2 votes, which were crucial. Could have something to do with the amendment that was put in place. Could have had something to do with different motivations behind the scenes and different lobbying. I don't know. I was not there. But I can tell you, this is sad because Nebraska had really good odds of making this happen. But like I said in the intro, this just gives us something to focus on next year when we get the right people in the right place, give them more ammunition for what they need because they can get this done next year, particularly after November, because I'm really looking forward to that. Now, what we did this year, this is really incredible because if you look at it, we had 4 states join constitutional carry this year. You had Georgia, Alabama, Ohio, and Indiana. Nebraska, we thought was going to happen, but it didn't. So you got 4. That's 4 out of 6 states that were proposed. You had Florida and you had Nebraska that were put on the record as saying, hey, we want to put this bill, and it was introduced. Nebraska, I was really surprised we lost. I really thought that was going to be a lot stronger lock than it turned out to be. Florida, I was not surprised that one did not go anywhere, which is why I did not cover it as much on this session or on these videos. However, there is a special session coming up where DeSantis has kind of hinted and signaled that he would sign it if he got here, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. We're going to keep an eye on it. Me and Jared are routinely connecting about this because this is a big one. If we can get Florida in a special session to become constitutional carry, that is a big win across the board, which would put us back at 5 out of 6. So where it sits right now, guys, we passed 4 out of 6. That is a healthy success rate, and that is all because of you guys. So in summation, Georgia is official. Nebraska fumbled on the goal line. Florida is pending. We'll see what happens, and I will see you tomorrow morning on the bullet points. I'm Braden. See you later.